You can look at the size of my t-shirt and tell that the Panthers haven't been good in a while, because this right here was 6 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6 years ago. Sam Darnold will forever be seeing ghosts against the New England Patriots, and just in general. It's not just the Patriots. I came into this game and I knew that it really wouldn't be close. I knew that the Patriots would make life miserable for Carolina's offense, and they did just that, because this game, this loss, this blowout, beat down Bill Belichick's defense put on the Panthers was all on the offense. The defense did everything they could do. There was nothing more you could ask the defense to do, because the Patriots got 2 touchdowns on offense, which is more than enough, which is not bad for the defense. Damien Harris rushed for a 3-yard touchdown. Hunter Henry got a 7-yard passing touchdown from Mac Jones, and their only other touchdown came on a Sam Darnold pick six, 88-yard pick six, and the Panthers fell to the Patriots 24-6. And what's bad about this for me is my brother's a Patriot fan, and I'm going to be hearing this for a long time, because we beat them in 2013 and we beat them in 2017, and he, every chance I get, I bring it up to him. So I'm going to be hearing about this one for a while. The Panthers, the offense clearly, if the Panthers didn't have talent on offense, then there's nothing I could be saying here. There would be no reason for me to be upset about them losing. But they have talent on offense. They got more. They got Anderson. McCaffrey came back. The offensive line banged up. The center went out with a knee injury, and there were some penalties on the offensive line, a lot of false starts and everything like that. But when you just look at the play on the field from Sam Darnold, I've never seen a quarterback get his ball batted down so many times at the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots made a play in where Sam Darnold was trying to throw it, and the lineman jumped up to grab a ball that would be routinely batted down. That's how bad it got. He threw 3 interceptions, and when you look at them all, they were all his fault. I think now it's the time for me to bench DJ Moore, unless they're going to make a change, some type of change at quarterback again. I don't think PJ Walker is the answer. I think it'll be just as bad, if not worse, but I'll go with just as bad. And to make things even more worse, I started Damien Harris from the Patriots on my fantasy team, and he did get a touchdown, but he only finished with 9 points, and he got injured. So Patriots got the best of both worlds against me, because not only did they win the game, but I also didn't get the production I wanted out of Damien Harris in the game. So that was terrible. And the entire game was terrible, but I stuck through it because it's my team versus my brother team. AFC, NFC only play each other once every 4 years, unless they meet in the Super Bowl. And these two teams ain't meeting in those Super Bowls. But hats off to the Patriots. They are back on track. I knew that they were going to eventually, get hot. They lost some close games this year. They're 5-4 now, over 500. And, sky's the limit for New England. They still have a chance to get in the playoffs. I was watching the Bills and Jags game, and that game is really close. So who knows what's going to happen with the AFC East, because the Bills, on paper, the better team, but Bill Belichick is a more experienced coach. And it's like I said early in the season when I was doing my preseason predictions for the season, if Bill Belichick can lead that team to 7 wins with all those injuries and all of those people opting to opt out for the season because of the pandemic, then imagine what he could do with his squad intact. Of course, they're not the most talented team, but his coaching genius is more than enough to get that team to where they want to be and where they can potentially be. 5 wins already in 9 games. I said they would go 9-8 and miss the playoffs, but they are on the right track. They're right there on schedule. So it looks like they're going to prove me wrong. But the Panthers, it's a mess on offense. Turnover free last week against the Falcons. Come out here today and just cough it up. They had 2 turnovers early and both resulted in field goals. Patriots put us down in the second half for good. They led, I think, 14-6 in the first half. But when you see the team can't capitalize off turnovers, that's when you know that a problem is about to happen. And that's what happened with the Carolina Panthers. Am I giving up on the season? Well, it depends on what happens at quarterback. They keep being faced with these injuries, and Brian Burns went out with an injury. I don't know the extent of his injury on defense, but we'll see. Okay, again, it's a talented team. It's not the most talented, but they have weapons. That's why this is infuriating, because they got playmakers. They got guys who can make plays. It's just the quarterback position is just an all-time low, and you know it's bad when the commentators are calling the game and they don't even know what to make of it. Like, you know, those guys that go out there to try and sell you on, hey, this guy's not as bad as people may make him out to be when you look at the numbers and blah, blah, blah. But even the commentators were just like, you know, I don't know why they got him in the game. They couldn't even give you an answer about the Panthers' decision on Sam Darnold, you know, still being in the game. Again, I don't think PJ Walker is the answer, but they have to go out. I don't know if that answer is Cam Newton. I don't think they'll do that, backtrack and do that. I don't know if it's Phillip Rivers. I don't think he would want to come to the Panthers. I don't think he would want to come to any team unless he is in a position to where he can possibly win a Super Bowl. I think the Saints would give someone like Rivers the best chance, because on defense, they are a very talented bunch. But I don't know what the answer is. I just know that they are going to have to evaluate this quarterback position, because it was an all-time low today when you can look at the game and clearly tell that the reason they lost this game was strictly because of offense. The defense did their job. Gilmore picked off Mac Jones. They forced a fumble on Mac Jones. The defense held them, you know, to only 2 touchdowns, which is not bad at all. But it was the offense that couldn't get anything going. And, you know, these are the results, 24-6. Anyway, yeah, appreciate y'all for hearing me out on this. This is my weekly Panther update on the loss to the Patriots, 24-6. Up next, we are in Arizona against the Cardinals. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all for hearing me out. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to please subscribe. And I will see y'all next time, possibly later. And to make things even more worse, the Lakers are in an all-time low too. 5-5 Lakers, 4-5 Panthers. Gosh. When people see this, they're going to say, well, he really wasn't a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Well, that's because you never won anything. I wanted to win, but I wanted them to win and be a part of that as well. Look, I'm only doing this because it is who I am. That's the way I played the game. That was my mentality. And if you don't want to play that way,